Imagine waking up one morning, opening your window, and seeing dozens of strange objects moving across the sky. Some looked like glowing balls. Others looked like long black rods. People watched as they moved around the rising sun. Some seemed to crash into each other. Some looked like they were falling from the sky. Would you believe your own eyes? Now imagine this wasn't just one person's story. An entire city claimed to have seen it. And just 5 years later, another city reported something very similar. Today, we're going back almost 500 years to investigate two of the strangest events ever recorded in European history. This is the story of the celestial phenomena of Nuremberg and Basel. Let's begin in Germany. The year is 1561. The city is Nuremberg, one of the largest and busiest cities in the Holy Roman Empire. Every morning, the city woke up the same way. Shopkeepers unlocked their doors. Workers walked through the streets. Farmers headed toward the fields outside the city walls. Children helped their families prepare for the day. It was a normal spring morning, or at least, it started that way. It was April 14th, 1561. The time was somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning, just before sunrise. As the first light appeared over the horizon, something caught people's attention. People began looking toward the rising sun. Within moments, a local printer named Hans Glaser recorded what many witnesses had described seeing that morning. His illustrated broadsheet has survived for nearly 5 centuries, making it our most important historical record of the event. According to those eyewitnesses, the first thing that stood out was the sun itself. Near its center appeared 2 blood-red shapes, looking like the moon during its last quarter. One stood on one side of the sun. The other appeared on the opposite side. Then something even stranger appeared. Round objects surrounded the sun. Some were bright red. Others looked dark, almost black. People continued watching. Even more shapes appeared. Blood-red crosses. Long red strips stretching across the sky. The sky above Nuremberg looked unlike anything the city had ever witnessed. And then, everything began to move. The round objects closest to the sun suddenly rushed toward the ones farther away. Those farther away moved back toward the sun. Again and again, the objects crossed paths, changed direction, and flew back and forth across the sky. To the people watching below, it looked like a battle. Not a battle between soldiers, but a battle between strange shapes suspended in the morning sky. And this continued for more than an hour. For over 60 minutes, the strange display continued above the city. Then, as suddenly as it had begun, the movement started to slow. One after another, the objects appeared to fall toward the ground beyond the city. Witnesses described them as falling as if they were burning. As they disappeared, thick clouds of smoke were seen rising where they seemed to come down. People stood in silence, trying to understand what they had just witnessed. But the morning had one final surprise. A huge black object appeared across the sky. It was long, thick, and shaped like a giant spear. Its shaft pointed toward the east. Its tip pointed toward the west. Just as mysteriously as it appeared, the event came to an end. The sky returned to normal. The streets slowly came back to life. People returned to their homes, their shops, and their work. But conversations about that morning spread quickly throughout Nuremberg. It wasn't long before Hans Glaser published the eyewitness account along with a detailed woodcut illustration showing the strange objects exactly as they had been described. More than 460 years later, that same broadsheet still survives. It remains one of the most remarkable eyewitness records from Renaissance Europe. Most stories like this would have ended there, but this one didn't, because 5 years later, hundreds of kilometers away, another city would witness a morning that many believed was just as extraordinary. This time, the city was Basel, Switzerland. Located along the Rhine River, Basel was an important center of trade, learning, and printing. Like Nuremberg, it was a city where news could spread quickly. And just like the people of Nuremberg, the people of Basel would soon leave behind a written record of something they believed was extraordinary. The events did not happen on a single morning. Instead, they unfolded over several days during the summer of 1566. The first unusual signs appeared on July 27th. As the sun began to set, people in Basel noticed something strange in the sky. The sun appeared to lose its usual brightness. Its color changed. Instead of a normal sunset, witnesses described a deep red appearance spreading across the sky. The following night, another unusual sight was reported. The moon appeared to have a reddish color, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty among those who saw it. Then, on August 7th, 1566, another remarkable event took place. This time, it happened during sunrise. As the first light appeared above Basel, people noticed unusual shapes near the sun. The morning sky became the center of attention. According to the surviving account printed by Samuel A. Pierius, many people in and around Basel witnessed strange objects moving across the sky. Among the objects described were dark spheres and fiery red spheres. Some appeared black. Others seemed to glow with a reddish color. As the people of Basel continued watching, the number of strange objects in the sky seemed to increase. Some were dark black. Others glowed with a fiery red color. They appeared around the rising sun, creating a sight unlike anything the city had seen before. To many of those watching below, it looked as though the objects were engaged in a battle high above the city. The extraordinary display lasted for some time before it finally began to fade. One by one, the dark shapes disappeared. The fiery red spheres slowly vanished. And before long, the morning sky returned to normal. But the people of Basel never forgot what they had witnessed. As seen in the surviving broadsheet, dark and fiery spheres were shown filling the sky above Basel, capturing one of the most unusual celestial events ever recorded in 16th century Europe. The skies eventually grew quiet. The strange objects were gone. Life in both cities returned to normal, but the mystery never disappeared. For nearly 500 years, these events have remained one of history's greatest unanswered questions. And the truth is, this is only the beginning. History is filled with forgotten events, strange discoveries, and remarkable stories that still leave us searching for answers. And this is only one mystery among hundreds waiting to be uncovered. Our next journey takes us to another extraordinary event, one that has puzzled historians for generations. Until then, this is History Unveiled.